No one enjoys being threatened. Threats are a sign of potential aggression, and some people take them seriously. Sigma males are gentle and calm and always strive to avoid conflict. They are quiet and never attack without provocation. Even when provoked, Sigma males do not scream and throw fists to scare people. They are not the type of people who seek conflict, but that doesn't mean they will back down if they are threatened. They are not the type you want to threaten. They're brave and self-assured enough to take on anyone. If they have a good reason to destroy someone, they will do so. Without further ado, here are 10 things that happen when a Sigma male is threatened. 1. They choose their words with care and do not overreact. When a Sigma man is threatened, he does not overreact by hurling insults at the threat. When threatened, people tend to overreact. They start saying whatever comes to mind without thinking about the consequences. Sigma males strive to keep their emotions in check. They aren't afraid to speak out, but they do so with caution. It's very common to respond to one threat with another. People do this to avoid being the weak ones. However, they fail to recognize that words spoken in rage can have serious consequences later on. Others may be too afraid to speak up for themselves. Sigmas are not classified in either of these categories. They don't overreact, but they also don't stay quiet. They are quiet men with powerful words. They are wise enough to choose the appropriate words in any situation, ensuring they do not end up on the wrong side. When threatened, they are always careful to choose their words carefully so that they do not later regret them. They are level-headed and understand that, no matter how terrifying a threat may appear, it is still preferable to choose your words carefully. Sigma males don't back down, but they also know when to be quiet. 2. They try to intimidate you by getting closer. They believe that actions speak louder than words. Sigma men are not shy. Threats do not frighten them, and it does not take long for them to realize that the threat is a bluff. When they are threatened, they move closer to you and stare you down. They don't make any sudden moves, but their mere presence can be enough to put anyone who tries to threaten them off. However, Sigma males dislike prolonging situations. They prefer to end them immediately. When they are threatened, they do not flee or hide. They do the exact opposite. They move closer to the person testing them to demonstrate that they are not afraid of anything. They want to make it clear to the individual that they will not back down or surrender easily. When someone approaches you after you have threatened them, it is probably the last thing you expect, and it prevents you from finishing your sentence. Sigma males are skilled at intimidating others and will do so if they are threatened. They are braver than alphas. They have no fear, and they too can go crazy. Threatening a Sigma simply because you believe he will become scared is a foolish mistake, as his reaction will undoubtedly surprise you. Sigma men spend their time studying people and are well aware that no one expects them to move closer when threatened. People are accustomed to seeing their victims flee. That is why Sigmas turn the tables by approaching them. When a Sigma approaches an opponent, the opponent is caught off guard and has no idea how to react, giving the Sigma an advantage. 3. They talk less and are more careful about what they say. People threaten others because they believe they know what the other person is capable of. People will assume you're weak if you talk too much. Sigma males change their behavior when threatened. They become less chatty and only speak up when it is absolutely necessary. They do this to keep their opponent guessing. They stop acting silly and start using harsher words. They will never leave themselves exposed for an extended period of time. They don't want anyone to figure out who they are. They rapidly alter their behavior, leaving no one guessing what they will do next. They are the type of people you don't want to threaten because of their ability to change quickly. People who threaten others understand what Sigma males are capable of. Because of this, Sigma men never fully reveal their true potential to anyone. Instead, they stop talking too much and learn to control what comes out of their mouths. 4. They aim to turn trash into valuable opportunities. Sigma males want to show their opponents that they are not afraid and that they can create something from nothing. When it comes to turning bad things into good, they are extremely creative and resourceful. When threatened, they will seek opportunities and resources to make the most of the situation. Instead of becoming enraged and losing their cool, they try to make the situation work in their favor. They are intelligent enough to create something valuable out of garbage. This is one of the characteristics that distinguish them from other men, as it demonstrates their ability to be resourceful and creative in difficult situations. When threatened, Sigmas do not back down. They have the courage to confront their opponents, the wisdom to devise a solution, and the imagination to transform trash into resources. In any situation, a Sigma male is the epitome of strength, intelligence, and resilience. They do more than just talk. Attempting to threaten a Sigma will result in failure. They are not afraid of a challenge and will make it great. Sigma men are true warriors who are always on top of any situation. Understanding their characteristics makes it clear why they can handle threats better than other men and emerge victorious. They devote a significant amount of their time to observing their surroundings. Nothing truly surprises them because they think more than others. You're just proving their point. 5. They try not to react to the threat. When threatened, most people react immediately. They do this out of fear and restlessness. When Sigma is threatened, he makes every effort not to respond. Instead of responding, Sigma males try to divert their attention elsewhere. They distract themselves so that they can think about whatever or whoever is bothering them. They dislike drama in their lives and make every effort to keep things quiet. They don't want anything that could cause them problems. They'll do everything they can to ignore the threat as long as possible. This does not imply that they are timid or frail. They simply want to be alone. When Sigma is threatened, he loses focus on other things because he is too preoccupied with the situation on the ground. This makes him less productive, and Sigmas despise inefficiency. So rather than responding to the threat, he will simply ignore it and divert his attention elsewhere if possible. 6. They encourage cooperation by using both punishments and rewards. These men are extremely intelligent and understand how people work. They understand how to persuade others to join their cause. Sigma males are well aware that not everyone must be fought. They, too, want to make the most of everything, so they use a very clever trick to reach an agreement with their opponent. They find something the person can use to their advantage and use it as bait to get the person to back down. If that doesn't work, they reveal the consequences of their battles. Knowing the outcome before the battle begins makes their opponent much more hesitant, so they both devise a suitable solution to end the problem before it even begins. 7. They try to take over the situation by being in charge. Every time, Sigmas want to be in control of their lives. They do not want their lives to be defined by circumstances. When Sigma is threatened, he does everything he can to keep things under control. Sigma males do not want to become involved in a situation they cannot handle. If they detect a threat, they attempt to determine whether it is real or not. If the threat is real, they devote their time and effort to dealing with it and maintaining control. They enjoy being in command and don't want anything to catch them off guard. If the threat is bogus, they dismiss everything and resume their normal lives. If Sigma is threatened, he takes the high road and shows the threat that there are other ways to solve their problems without conflict. Sigma males are always calm and calculated, allowing them to take command of a situation and prevent it from deteriorating. 8. They try to get out without using violence. No problem can be solved through violence. It only exacerbates the situation and fosters a toxic relationship, which can be dangerous in the long run. Sigma males are intelligent and resourceful people. They attempt to find a way out of any situation without resorting to violence. They are not the type to enjoy fighting. They don't want to be the center of attention. They prefer silence, and violence is anything but. Though they don't care what others think of them, a Sigma will never fight. Sigma men will never stoop to the level of violence. They are better equipped to deal with things in a more civilized manner. While most people prefer to use violence when threatened, it accomplishes nothing. Instead, it complicates the situation and lowers the individual's self-worth. 9. They will not back down if there is no other option. A Sigma man will always try to approach a situation from different perspectives. But what if there is no way out? When threatened, he doesn't back down. Sigmas are fearless and will take on any challenger, no matter how large. They don't know how to back down and will fight to the death. They aren't scared of anything or anyone and aren't easily intimidated. They are capable leaders in their own right. Giving up means you've conceded defeat. Sigma males do not take defeat lightly. They'd rather face the music by themselves. They don't give up and will fight for what they believe in. A Sigma man will not back down if there is no way out. Sigmas are not easily intimidated and are more capable of dealing with threats than most men. Sigma men, on the other hand, will never attempt to cause trouble on their own. 10. They try to walk away when necessary. Sigma males are exceptional men. They understand when to take the high road and step back. Though they will never back down, they will not waste their time on meaningless tasks. If Sigma is threatened, he will walk away if he believes it is not worth fighting for. Walking away from a pointless fight is the most mature thing anyone can do. Sigmas prefer to be surrounded by meaningful things, so they prefer to spend their time on activities that will produce positive results. They don't fight blindly. Instead, they analyze any threat they face, and, if it's worth their time, they will invest it. If it's not, they will walk away without looking back. While it is common for people to judge someone who walks away from a threat, doing so is the wise thing to do because you could be wasting time chasing down loose ends. When Sigma is certain that the danger is unimportant, he will walk away and devote that time to something more productive.